Hello. Hello. Okay, it's good. Sorry. Double check. Hold on. Let me fix. Okay, thank you. What the fuck? Is it possible to turn it off? I don't think it is. I think it's just gonna play throughout the background, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. This commercial looks pretty awesome. There's nothing I want to buy, so please don't give me anything that I would want to buy. God. I don't want any of these things. I mean, maybe Lulu pool party or whatever. So I can. Okay, I can't turn this off. Like, I'm already on chat only and I still hear sounds in the background. Yeah, I can't turn it off. But I was already here. Whatever. Yeah, it's fixed, but whatever. Doesn't matter what has happened as long as it's not there anymore. Thank you. 10-year bruiser bot. Play one match. What? Oh. Oh, that is cool. They're like tarot cards. Tarot cards? What do you want me to play? I don't understand. Team fight? No. Sure? Yeah, I don't like to play new modes. All the 10-year rewards are like really ugly. Yeah, but then when you do the tokens, you still have to, what is it? Even if you get the tokens, you're still gonna have to buy the bundle to turn it into stuff. So, like, honestly, like, it doesn't really matter. I think there's like a meeting at like 6 or 7. I don't really remember. I wear my glasses. My phone's on my car. Stop it. Don't get on the chair. Don't get on the table. Oh, there's no more no bans? I just chill here and pretend like I didn't see it. Those. No. No, Joko! I think that only works on crackheads. Why did I say that? Because if you're sober and you know what you did and you know what you did, and like you can't really feel threatened by something that didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like when you're doing drugs and you're like ruining people's lives, then or you're trying to steal somebody's drugs, like yeah, I would be paranoid too. But I'm not doing drugs. I'm not screwing people over. I'm not trying to steal their money. I'm not trying to take advantage of them. So what am I supposed to be afraid of? I think it's flip, yeah. No, I mean think about it, right? Like a lot of people brag about like I stole this person's like $5,000, you know, I'm so cool. And I'm like, yeah, he's gonna get his friends and come rob you. Yeah, I would be I'd be shitting myself too. We got Twitch range. Whatever, I just want to troll him. Heal and flash. This is a pretty proper build, I'm not gonna lie. Take ignite, please. You realize they're mostly tanks, right? So why would you get ignite instead of flash and heal? The reason why I don't think ignite would be a good idea is because we have tank, 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 and we have 2 damages, right? So even if we kill these two can still just run it down. You know what I mean? Like they can still block everything and anyone that's in their way. So like whether or not like you know what I mean is not really gonna change very much. And why is my screen so small? Was I trolling? What the fuck was I doing? What am I talking about? Okay, so this is Tank, and he is Tank, right? So it wouldn't matter if I get Ignite, because if you think about it, if I get Ignite, it would only ignite these 2, but if these 3 run it down to protect these 2, like, how would Ignite help me? I just don't understand. Like, if anything, I could flash and heal, and then run the fuck out, you know? But like, what would Ignite do for me? I would not be able to get away. So I don't understand how Ignite would be a good decision right now. I mean, unless he's playing like a boosted thing, like, oh yeah, if I go Doran's Ring, you have to run it down type of shit, then yeah, of course, yeah, Doran's Ring, sure, of course, probably will work, you know? But if you're playing like that and I'm not getting paid for boosting you like everybody else is getting paid for boosting you, like bitch, I'm not doing shit for you. Sorry. I don't have money in my pocket because of that. So, I don't know if I want to be participating. What? Huh? Oh my gosh, I can't hear. What? Why? He's begging you for food? Huh. I don't know why it keeps doing this when it's constantly chat only. Oh my gosh, the Android fucking thing is having a freaking mental seizure. Alright, yeah, everything's windowed. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck? What the fuck? Sorry. Play this game anymore. Give me 1 second. Uno momento, please. I feel like you guys don't really need to see my. You have a word there. Is it me, or is this thing like a freaking? Really don't. Man, I don't want to go any of this. Okay. Do this. I think it's good. Why? What do you mean? It's good. I'd rather have a hard game than an easy. I don't want to anything. If I have an easy game, I don't learn anything. So I would actually prefer a harder game than an easier game. Wait, hold on. Oh my. Just kidding. Wrong window. I think that's a little too eggs. Back. That's not my fault. What does that mean? I don't think Jinx knows I use both my thumbs. Can't they see this? I mean, unless they're like genuinely bronze players, you know, then it makes sense why they wouldn't understand how to see it. Well, I mean, I think that would also be a reason why they wouldn't know how to look at it. Why? Because a lot of those things do the things for you, so it makes sense why they wouldn't be able to read it. Wasn't iHome some kind of like fancy stuff or whatever? Dude, it's still playing. I'm literally being. I am boosted. You know, okay, this is really weird. Okay, you gotta click into it, right? Then you gotta do the normal thing, and then you gotta go like this, and then it stops. Don't do cocaine, kids. You won't be able to breathe. Literally. I mean, I'm sure everybody just gets a freaking nose job, so that's why they can all breathe and still do cocaine. My nose is real, guys. Sorry. Sorry. Maybe if I did a fucking nose job, I'd be able to breathe. But until then, I guess we'll just be fucking. So what is it called when you can't breathe? Like you're blind is when you're deaf. So, like, what am I? You're an idiot. Did you see that shit? Dude, he was hella salty. He was like, nah, I'm not about to die with a trundle and a freaking 3 month not playing Christine. The salt was real. Photographic memory, bro. For that one time somebody decided to give me fucking me. Your range is right about here. Unless you're scripting it. No, because remember, a lot of those YouTube videos, they're like, you know, you have scripts telling you what the range is of everything. And I'm like, yeah, but if you have photographic memory, you don't really. I mean, honestly, I really want to get lifesteal. Why? I mean, do you guys think they're gonna report me? I feel like they would. Brought to you by Brita. Brita? Brita. Brita! Ugh, what are they called? Water filters? I feel like at work I should just buy them a Brita filter. I feel like that could save them a lot of money. Oh no, I'm boosted again. Wait for me. Let me be part of the fight. What the fuck? I am boosted. I told you the tanks were gonna. You guys know I purposely like stayed there because I wanted to see if he was scripting. Why? Doesn't matter for me, I don't even play Zed. Anyways. No, but this is solo queue, not pro plays. I mean, you're doing it. No, this goes back to the homeless people that fight in the streets, you know? When you see two crackheads, do you call the cops or, like, what do you do? Do you let them fight for the crack or, like, do you call the cops? Because technically it would be snitching because drugs are involved, you know? So, like, do you call the cops or you just, like, let them figure it out? Because they are crackheads, you know, and they are fighting over drugs. So if you call the cops, then you're technically snitching because somebody's going to jail, you know? So, like, would that be snitching or would that be helping? I say snitching. Whenever you call the cops on drugs. Oh my gosh. I think it's on again. Yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to let my ADC. I forgot I'm supposed to not take the gold from the ADC. Fucking work. Good support. Debated. Well, it's not really snitching if I'm not selling drugs, right? Because the whole concept of snitching is you're calling the cops on an illegal activity. But if nothing is illegal, like, is it snitching? It has to be drug related. Because if it's not drug related, then how is that even snitching? Like what, you're gonna suddenly move like 5 pixels left? So you move at like 3 pixels a second. I need to. I mean, they're very push heavy people. So like, all we gotta do is just. I know, right? That's why I was all like, should I play? Should I not play? Should I just pretend like I don't know what's going on? We got a man down. Trying to make sure the man down is not actually down. Resistance. A lot of gold coming. Why do my plants last so long? The secret? See how I'm one level away from finishing it? That is why. I think Riot actually buffed that. What does that mean? I think before, it used to not be this strong, but for some reason, I think Riot actually buffed it. Like, they timed it out. How do I say this? They timed it out. Like, okay, so if you auto it, if you auto my plants, they go down faster than if you just let the minions try to take it down. You know what I mean? Like, if you auto my plants, I think there's, what is it? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So like, if you let it time out, it lasts longer than if you just auto it 4 times. Oh, this guy was scripting! How do I know? Because this guy didn't want to die under turret. But, well, I mean, technically this guy would have died. Because he turned down. And the turret goes 10, 20, 40, 80, 160, and then 320, you know? So, I mean, that guy would have definitely died no matter how much health he has, because that's the way Riot did it. How do I know this? Because I turret dive by building tanks because I know how to stack it. That's why I was never against it. I was like, if you guys really want to play this way, like, you guys are gonna be as salty as when I had a Shyvana solo game. You know? Tank Shyvana attack speed solo game, you guys were hella salty. And I didn't use any scripts. So if I could do that, what makes you think I would be against full armor, full stacked, like, you know what I mean? Just trying to make sure you don't bitch out. Am I reporting them? Of course. Why? I mean, I wouldn't buy a account. Who else would? Not me! Well, I'm on YouTube, and most YouTubers are like, what, gold? Silver? Bronze? Why the fuck would I ever do it? The only thing that matters is on Twitch, so wouldn't you be the only one that would need to buy it? I mean, you wanted me to get Ignite. I don't know who the fuck would buy that except get Ignite. I don't think this guy realizes I'm fucking trapping him. Like, he keeps using these scripts, but I'm literally alting in double sums. And yet I'm still dying in a 2v1 fight, you know? I'm pretty sure Riot did not make the game this way, you know? So I'm pretty sure it's not Riot that is making this game unfair, right? Isn't that why a bunch of people boycotted this game until Riot Games pretty much had to sell ownership? Because now that Tencent's taking over, you know, in China, people have been going to jail for it. Well, I'm not really the one selling accounts, so I don't see how that really actually benefits. My alt isn't up. Why do I save Trundle? Because Trundle actually almost got us a few kills. So, you know, I gotta back him up. Why am I not playing with Jinx? Because I don't rely on people. I'm not a fucking e-girl. I'm not asking you to boost me for free. So there's no reason why I would just randomly beg you to help me, right? I mean, most of the stuff that I say is not gonna make sense unless you play the game, you know? But if you all of a sudden start saying, oh yeah, I know some mafia people that can kill you because of a video game, then I mean, that might be a personal thing. And then if you want to say, oh, I can blacklist you, I mean, you know, there's a reason why hackers will never think that I'm poor. So, there's that. So you can send your threats all you fucking want, I really don't give a fuck. I'll just be like, well, so you're the reason scaring away all the customers. They're really bad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the whole ward clearing thing is brilliant. I will admit. Gay? Gay means rainbows, you guys know that, right? Like, so if you say something is very gay, it means it's very colorful. I need a dictionary, because there was something about, like, gay that actually is not what you think it is. I don't really understand, like, how they're not afraid of the Dread Pirate thing. That just, like, blows my mind. Like, I don't think they understand, like, what's really actually going on. Like, I don't know how to break it to them. Dude, I have, like, hella fingerprints in my glasses. I can't play the game if I can't see! Alright, give me a second. I got this, I got this. Oh man, my nose is so itchy. Oh, I'm about to sit. You know, like, the steam rooms? Like, I feel like it's a steam room type of day. What is it called? The humid. No, it's not the humidity. What is the opposite of the humidity? The dryness? I'm pretty sure that's wrong. I don't think the dryness is a legally. No, scientifically, thank you. Scientifically legit answer. What game am I playing? Oh, I don't think I'm. Thanks. It was nice talking to you guys too. Oh my god, he's fucking talking. Fucking. Why don't I play what? Play full AP? I am. I'll see my fucking eyes. I think I can go any full AP than this. I'm reporting you on scripts. I'm not reporting you for throwing. Well, okay, so the thing about the plants is usually when there's plants, the turret has to hit the plants first. So it tends to buy us time because now the turret's like busy hitting my plants and not hitting the minions, and the minions can help clear. Why do they always go for me? Because they think I'm an easy kill, but I'm not. You know what I mean? Because the person that's actually getting the turret is the one with the damage, and like, you know what I mean? But they still decide to think. No, like, I've seen you guys reverse sweep with like very even amount of kills, and like, that's actually where I got the idea from. Because like, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but like, I think Korea or China sometimes they would have these games where they would be like 10 kills ahead or like 8 kills ahead, and then all of a sudden like the team with like 20 kills fucking loses. And then it's like the team with like no dragon, no baron, and then, you know, so I kind of learned it from you guys actually. When did they get baron? Did you really think this? There's a reason why I wanted to put the better resolution camera on my keyboard and the really shitty resolution on my face. So did I expect to win? No, dude. This was already pretty good setup. What does that mean? It means when Trundle ran it down in the jungle after I was there to back him up. And the first red flag, thank you. First red flag was getting Ignite on a full tank team. That was flag number 1. Flag number 2 is when Trundle tried to help us, and then I tried to help him back after I was actually kind of fed, and he just ran it down. So that's flag number 2. Usually, when you have 2 out of 3, it's probably time to reconsider, like, is this actually going to be a legitimate game, or am I going to get fucked? You know? So, once you hit 2 out of 3, it's time to reconsider, like, should you try your best? Or should you just do good enough so you cannot get banned? I don't like to report intentional feeding because I know there's like China bots running it down. You know, so I much rather just report them for cheating, because it's like if your account constantly gets hacked for, I mean, sorry, not constantly gets hacked. If your account constantly gets flagged for cheating, third-party programs, unauthorized anything, or like weird shit, like weird bugs that come out of nowhere, when your account continuously gets flagged like that, I mean, well, I'm Taiwanese, so we've been putting 40 games on one GBA, Game Boy, since like God knows when. So, I mean, I'm just trying to follow the American law and give you an opportunity, because I know you probably were not raised like we were with modded shit, you know? So, I mean, I'm trying to give you an opportunity so you don't say, oh yeah, look at all that elitist bullshit. Like, oh yeah, there's... I might actually leave. Because you know how, like... Okay, so one of the reasons why I have to do this as a Taiwanese person is, first of all, Trump for being a racist motherfucker. So I'm not trying to give him any kind of racist like leverage over me, because, you know, all the white supremacists and all the racist people are gonna be like, yeah, look at all those Chinese hackers in our fucking country. Like, look at all of them, all those Chinese motherfuckers trying to hack our shit. Like, as a Chinese person and as a Taiwanese person, you have to understand, like, if the government's already doing illegal shit, like, even if you have a Chinese passport, even if you live in America, like, they might just pull some really racist fucking shit, you know? And deport you, even though you're born in America. So, always keep that shit in mind, you know? No, that's why I support the black people and the, like, Hispanics, because I'm like, they've been doing that shit to you guys for, like, centuries. So, like, it would probably be a smart idea to find allies in this situation, you know? So, besides the fact, as a Taiwanese person, thank you. Like, you know how we got modded PlayStations, we got modded Game Boys, and we're actually the highest in collecting shit, you know? Like, we'll pay, like, the most ridiculous prices for the most limited edition shit because we have so much mods that, like, it's nice to actually have something that's not, like, modded and fake, you know? So, like, but in American perspective, they're like, oh yeah, you copyright violation, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? You're the reason why our economy's collapsing. And I'm like, bitch, I'm the only one who actually bought it. Like, what the fuck you mean? Alright, anyways, but can you kind of see, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not in Cape, am I in Cape? Oh my god. Okay. You know what? You know what I mean. So it's not like, you know, it's just like, you can't really give them a reason to deport you because then it makes us all look bad. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's just like one person that fucked up, like, you have to understand, like, it gets pretty bad, you know? So, instead of being the person that's hacking these people first, you know, why not just kind of pretend like you don't know anything, you know? Like, one of the things I've always, like, thought of, because, okay, so when I used to do drugs, a lot of the people were like, you know, you can just say you don't know. Like, there's no reason why you have to explain to somebody what you know and what you don't know. Like, you can easily say, I don't know anything, and then just not say a single thing. Like, what are they gonna do? Stick a fucking brain probe and anal probe you and then try to get your fucking answers out of your fucking brain? Like, nobody can do that shit. They can't just stick something up your ass and get the answer out of you. You know what I mean? Like, even if you choose not to say anything, they can't just stick some shit in your fucking brain and be like, now I know the fucking answer. I know what you're thinking. Like, that's, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen now, but I'm just saying, like, if you really try your hardest to not snitch, like, and you refuse to say anything, like, there's nothing that they can do. You know, like, what are they gonna do? Like, there's nothing they can do. It's like, who sold you the drugs? I don't fucking know. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, force you to say, you know? Like, I mean, I understand, and that's why I think a lot of people are, like, trying to overthrow the government, because they're like, you forced me to say this. Like, it's not even true, but you forced me to say this. You know, and then it goes into the Snowden thank you thing, where it's like, Snowden was like, oh, the government's doing all this shit, you know, I don't want to be part of it, because I want to support the people. Okay, anyways. So, I'm just saying, there's like, you know, what does this have to do with cheating? Thank you. It has to do with cheating because obviously if we all grew up doing this, like, it's obviously it's not going to be hard for us, you know, but it's going to be hard for the Americans because they don't know how to fucking do this. Not so much the Europeans because they're kind of like us. All right, anyways, but it's definitely going to be hard for the Americans, and well, we actually do buy a lot because we're like, well, I don't want this piece of shit fucking, you know, I actually want to be able to afford this and then have it just to be like, I have it, you know? And then, like, yeah, we have mods, yeah, we have Word, you know, all that shit, but... Oh my! Maybe you touched his butthole. You just smell your hand. Okay, but yeah, cheating Taiwanese. Oh yeah, you gotta. Rufus, she brought you upstairs, so you stop eating! He looks like a sausage again! Mom, stop feeding him! What? Alright, so the cheating thing, I'm about to leave, because I think the meeting's at 7. So the cheating thing is kind of like giving Americans an opportunity to be like on our level, you know? Ow! Because we've all been doing it without an education, without like any experience. We're just doing it because we like it and we're good at it and we're naturally able to do it, you know? So it's like, well, I can't say that part. But anyways, but no, like, I don't, okay, thank you. So the elitism thing that I was talking about is, you know how, like, a lot of the rhetoric on social media right now is saying how, like, oh, you think you're better than us because you have a college degree, like, you think you're hot shit or whatever because you have a salary job, like, you realize that they can easily say that about us, right? You think you're hot shit, you've been playing modded games, you know your fucking combos, you know how to root phones, like you think you're hot shit, you think you know unlocked phones, you think you have all this USB shit, you think you're hot shit. Can you see how, like, we're easily becoming what we were actually against? And how easily it is to flip that shit exactly back onto us after we've been saying the same shit about them. So that's the reason why I report them for cheating, but then I am not cheating myself. You know what I mean? So even when they try to flip that shit and be like, hey, you know, you guys were bragging about education. I mean, you guys were shaming on us. I mean, shitting on us about our education, about our salary jobs. And now you're fucking bragging about, oh yeah, my PS1 mods. Oh yeah, my rooted phones. Oh yeah, look at me. You're fucking retarded. Like, you see what I'm saying? You see how, like, they're eventually going to use this argument against us because we've been using that same argument against them. And because they have evidence, like I have evidence on them, that can you see why I actually changed my name to Perfection now? Because, like, you guys are kind of fucking it up. Like, I'm not really fucking it up because I can still beat them without it. You know what I mean? And that's why I was saying, like, this... That's why I've been making, like, a lot of the American laws and stuff public, because I wanted you guys to understand, like, yes, you know, but then it's kind of like, in America, that's not really how it works, you know, because it's like, it's just, shit's different, you know? So, I'm trying to do it their way, but I don't know if you guys noticed, they're eventually starting to come back and leaning back onto our method because their method's not working. But it's like, it's only because we have so much public information being like, hey, you know, it didn't work this way, it didn't work this way, it didn't work this way, so now you're coming out to us and asking us to help you because it's failed this time, and then we've never had this, or we've done this and this has happened and this is this, you know what I mean? So, like, the reason why I keep reporting them for cheating is because I'm pretty tired of the whole, like, oh yeah, Taiwanese people are the only ones hacking. I'm like, well, first of all, okay, I'm Taiwanese, I am Chinese, and no, I have never hacked you, and as a woman, I have never asked anybody to white knight for me and gangbang you in any of your fucking games. The only reason why you're getting gangbang is probably because you do this in every single person's fucking game. And they're not me. They probably actually know how to hack your fucking shit. So now you're attacking a bunch of people thinking that they're as weak as me and not know how to hack, when in reality, they could just be fucking pretending like they don't know. And now that's why you're getting all this shit, because they pretended like they don't know what's going on, but in reality, they are way stronger than I am. So you're starting to take advantage of all these people thinking, oh yeah, they're just as weak as Christine, and I'm like, I'm just gonna report you for cheating, so when shit does go down, I'll be like, well, I mean, he did do it in my game. So, I'm not really sure how innocent he is, you know? And just so you understand this, the reason why El Chapo is such a hero in so many people's eyes is because Mexico is a very, very, very poor country. So for El Chapo to become a millionaire and almost a billionaire, everybody sees it as, finally, we are not going to be poor anymore. So, I mean, you guys don't understand. Okay, so let's explain it this way. If you guys think China and Mexico are some of the poorest countries in the world, can you kind of see, you know, the connection there and why I say don't mess with these people? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, well, you're hacking too, though. You know? Like, if you're actually 100% innocent like me, which I would be able to tell if you're actually innocent, right? But you're not, because you're using those items, and you're playing certain champions, and you're playing certain skins, and for some reason, everybody just disappears from your lane. So, I mean, that shit's just fucking weird, in my opinion, you know? I'm just talking about the business aspect, right? Because isn't that the whole reason why you're doing it? Unless you're purposely attacking me as an individual, then it would kind of make sense why so many people would want to attack you individually, because you probably do it to so many people online that they're all kind of tired of your shit, right? Like in real life, you know? Okay, I work in customer service, right? So it's like, if I tell every single one of my customers to go fuck themselves, I refuse to give you change. Like if I work as a cashier at CVS and I tell you to go fuck yourself, I can guarantee you nobody's ever gonna come back to CVS. You know? They'd be like, damn it, this fucking bitch Christine, I gave her $20 and I didn't get shit back. What the fuck kind of store is this? You know what I mean? Like, you can't just treat people like shit. You can't just be like, hey, fuck you, this is my money now. Like, yeah, I don't think that's ever gonna work in real life, right? So what makes you think it's gonna work in esports? I don't really understand that concept, you know? Like, I mean, that I think it might be too gang related to be like, you know, if you try to rob a liquor store, one liquor store will let you rob it and the other one will shoot you in the face. Like, I feel like that's a little bit too hard to understand because not everybody has to go rob liquor stores. So that might be a little far stretched, but yeah, that's definitely it, you know, because you might have a few good jumps, but or like you'll have a few good luck, you know, you'll go car shopping for a little bit and a few car shoppings work out, but you hit that one car that has the fucking biggest alarm and the fucking craziest bitch comes out and tries to shoot you in the face, like, you know what I mean? So that might be a little bit too street for people to understand. So I can't really talk about it. But so cheating, what are we gonna do? What is the fucking... I like to use the terms of use. Oh yeah, this is another thing that a lot of people don't like Trump about. Because it's like, oh god, what was that thing about, like, Republicans and slavery? Confederate States and slaveholders? Or some shit like that about America, right? They're like, Republicans are more historically like wanting to have slaves than Democrats, and Democrats are like, and then sometimes Republicans are more about universal healthcare versus welfare and all of that, you know? So like, it's really, it's kind of, you know, like, if you understand the politics of everything, then you'll get it. But if not, then I don't really know like how to help you. I think they said it's called reverse engineering. Reverse engineer, decompile, derive source code. Okay. All right. No, I like to purposely trigger this shit because if they're still running this shit through a system, then I mean, how many of us actually needed an education? I just fucking blown away. I think the only industries that will always have an education requirement is lawyers, biology, and lawyers, biology, surgeons, anything in the medical field like pharmaceuticals, chemistry, biology, because chemistry and biology, physics is not so much because most physics and mathematicians just be coming up with shit that makes no goddamn sense. And like, no offense, but the reason why I say chemistry and biology will always need an education is because the chemicals and the biological like discoveries and stuff are very, very important. Like, you can't just be like, oh yeah, this shit's no longer gonna be a phylum. It's gonna be like fucking some other kind of Latin shit for kingdom. You know, you can't just pull that shit out and be like, okay, you know, this is no longer quantum theory. Like, you know, this is now the theory of insert theory here. You know, like in physics you can kind of do that. In mathematics you can do that. You can be like, no, it is no longer 1 + 1. You know, but in chemistry and biology you can't just be like, this is no longer morphine. You know what I mean? You have to be like, this is actually derived from morphine. You know what I mean? So in chemistry and biology, you will never be able to just change shit up like Einstein and Stephen Hawking's be like, you know what? The black hole is not actually a black hole. Like, it was actually miscalculated originally from what you originally thought. Like, you know what I mean? And then I think there was some shit about like square root and prime numbers. They're like, no, 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 it is not actually a square root. And it is actually not a prime number, okay? You guys have miscalculated it. And I was just like, okay, you can't really do this shit with physics. I mean, you can't really do this shit with chemistry or biology. Like, morphine is morphine. You know, cocaine is cocaine. The reason why it has an I and E in the end, that's just never gonna change. You know what I mean? So, you can say and argue it however you want. But there's going to be certain industries where you will always be required to get an education. Maybe not processing and manufacturing pharmaceuticals where you have to be required to like have an education in biology or chemistry. But when it comes to like scientific studies and research, I'm pretty sure it would probably be a better idea to have an education. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's a requirement because, you know, people make really good fucking drugs without an education. But when it comes to like actually having like research papers and like history and like how you make certain things and the side effects of certain chemicals, I would hope that you get an education. But I don't know. Business, I definitely do not think you need a college degree because I think drug dealers are much better at selling anything than a person with a business or marketing degree. But if you mean like in the sense of what if I don't know what I want to do with my life, kind of like concept of I don't really know what college degree I want to choose, but I'm gonna choose business because it seems like it's the easiest to get a job. You will always be guaranteed a job. Like, even if you don't really have your own idea, you just kind of go to business, you study and memorize the words, and then you pass your tests, and then you get a college degree, and then you get a salary job. Like, when it comes to shit like that, for, like, banking and all of that, then yeah, I think it's a really great idea. But not when you start doing really fucking weird shit. You know, then I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing. What does this have to do with League of Legends? I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, technology is gonna replace everything. I'm like, no. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of anything, I mean, we don't really need lawyers considering how we love to read random shit and just learn and teach ourselves, you know? So, I mean, in terms of, like, law stuff related to, I guess, League of Legends, or like tech or like programming and stuff, it's not really necessary for like tech emphasis lawyers to really go to school because it's like there's so much technical stuff, you know, you can't just really explain to a lawyer who only knows like lawyer stuff, like, you know, the reason why this is a copyright violation, the reason why this is violating my patents, or like the reason why this guy's copying me is because of this program and this specific code. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, that's probably gonna they're not gonna understand, you know? So it's kind of like, why don't I just do all the lawyer myself? Like, because I love reading and I love learning, because, come on, let's face it, that's why we're all fucking, you know? So, no, what was that one movie? They had this one movie where they're like, you got your law degree from DeVry, you know those like, for-profit online colleges? You know what I'm talking about? Those like really fucking weird like online like DeVry and all that shit, or Phoenix or some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's like this movie being like, yeah, I just got my law degree, I'm here to defend you now. And it was hella funny because they actually won that lawsuit. No, it was a movie, it wasn't like in real life, but I can kind of see that shit happening in esports, you know? Because lawyers don't really know the specifics of, like... And since it's all rigged anyways, like, honestly, it wouldn't really matter. It would be like, who can cut the best business deal, you know what I mean? And even if it's that, you know, it wouldn't really matter, because it's like, a Stanford... Oh god, what was it? Thank you for reminding me. So, Harvard Law actually already knew of this problem. Prisoner debate? Inmates, thank you. So, I know this is a really long time ago, but I think Harvard knew since a really long time ago that their students might not be able to react as well as people who have been able to, you know? So, like, this has always been at the back of my head, and, you know, why did I say the laws? I mean, come on, I'm Taiwanese, we do all this shit, I just didn't want to be wrong, you know, because we all know damn well I hate losing, so like, I'm not about to, like, do something and report them for that shit to just 100% come back to me, you know, like, I don't want that shit to come back to me, what the fuck, I don't want to ever hear this shit again. Oh yeah, and don't you have to do this before you can collect any of your token stash? So... Why didn't I fix it? Oh, I was really busy. I like to finish one thing and then deal with another. Am I gonna keep playing? No, I'm not. I have to go to this, so my complex banned me from talking on the boards, which is fine. Because if they did not actually ban me, then I would actually never attend any board meetings. Because I wouldn't need to. But now that I am banned, now I'm gonna go to every single fucking meeting. See, this is why I don't get people banned. Because I'm like, dude, if I actually ban somebody, they might actually take extra steps. And, like, I don't need this bitch knowing any more than they already fucking know. Like, my point is to cut you off. My point is not to let you get to know any more people. Oh my god, I don't even want this. It's so I went halfway out. I didn't fully say it, but... Like, well, I don't even want any of this stuff. Fuck do I need any of this? Like, look how ugly this shit is. What the fuck? You guys don't think this is hella cuter? Like look at it. They're so much cuter. Where's the other ones? Like, isn't that so much cuter? No, dude, I have to do this for work because, like, the dogs won't answer me. It's actually kind of frustrating because I'm like, come on, let's go. And they're just like, sit down. I'm just like, no. Fuck it. Oh wait, this is skins, huh? Thank you. That would make sense why nothing was showing up. Okay, so we need what? Worlds? No. Yeah, see, you don't think these are cute? Like, they actually had some thought into it, you know? Like, what the fuck is this? What is this? What the fuck is this? Thank you. Like, you don't think these are cute? Like, this just looks freaking ugly. And you don't think this is cute because it's like, oh yeah, it's so cute. And it's like, oh, it's adorable. Like, what in the fuck is that, dude? Honestly. Like, I'm not trying to fuck anyone right now, so like, I don't really have to be like, oh my gosh, it looks so cute. Like, I want to have sex with you. No, I do not want to have sex with you. So please stop trying to flirt with me because I do not want to have sex with you. So like, for me, I have no reason to like this, you know? It's not like, oh yeah, I'm friends with somebody at Riot. Like, I know the person who drew this, and like, oh my gosh, it's like so awesome. It's ugly! okay? It looks like shit. Has no ideas behind it. Like, what the fuck is it even doing? What the fuck is that? Like, the colors suck. The shading sucks. The concept sucks. Like, what the fuck is it even doing? I don't just... Like, I don't understand, dude. Like, what is it? I don't get it. Why is it fucking yellow? Like, isn't that the Prestige? So, like, is this year's theme yellow? Cause... What? The trophy's not even yellow. It's fucking blue and silver. So, like, what the fuck does yellow... Like, what? Ugh. Dude, this is like the worst fucking shaded yellow ever. Like, okay. Let me try to explain to you why this shit sucks, okay? Is PC Home still existent? Oh my gosh, it might give me porn, actually. I hope it doesn't give me porn. Oh no, it might give me porn, because yellow means porn in English. I mean in Chinese. Oh no. Sorry, that was a Chinese joke. Don't worry about it. Okay, dude, how the fuck are these like the top searches when they fucking suck? um I'm looking for shading. Time is it? 6:30. Some character that is yellow. Yeah, nobody even wants to draw it. What is this, Nico? It's actually pretty bad shading in my opinion. They're really bad. What the fuck is this? See this? Oh, how you guys do that? Okay, what is this? Prestige Ribbon? Prestige Ribbon fan art. You see how it's like super bright? It's the contrast? I don't think it's the contrast. You guys are really bad with colors, I gotta say. I mean, there's a bunch of contrast here and it's not bright. This. What an idiot. Annie's fire. No, this guy's good at drawing faces. He's not good with colors. That's why everything looks super dull. But the details of everything looks really fucking awesome. This is why I say, like, artists should just work together. Because one artist could be really, really good at color. And the other artist could be really, really good at details. I don't know why you guys do this. Okay, let me find someone to... Oh shit, I think it's because I'm gonna close this. I think it's gonna get all fucked again. Oh. I was super busy after work today. Okay, thank you for bringing it up. Let me see. People I follow is. I feel like my Twitter would probably have better. My hair stopped growing when I was bleaching it so often. I actually don't want to bleach my hair again. Brightness. I gotta close this. Oh god. Oh my gosh, yes I can. Alright, resolution is shit! You see this shading, right? And then you see this shading. And And then you just kind of question yourself, like, what the fuck is going on with my life, you know? Like, this orb was really good. Maybe it's... Okay, here. Let me search it this way, okay? Orange orb crystal drawing. Orange orb. No. Oh. No! Damn it, Google! Oh my god. Does it have to be like Tumblr? You see? There's brown and all of this, and then all you have is like yellow and red. Orange and red. You know, like... See how many colors people like this use? Oh shit. Wait a minute. Have to download it and click here. I actually don't want to download this. I just view it. I feel like I'm downloading a virus. Anyways, now that we have an exact comparison to the size, I guess, fuck. Okay, you see how these orbs... I mean, obviously if this artist worked on it, it wouldn't look like this. That's all I gotta say. Well, obviously that guy, no, this guy worked on these, and that's why they look awesome! I mean, you guys talk about being artists, but I feel like you guys aren't really artists, because you can't see, like, the very, very detailed part of it that you're fucking... Alright, let's do Asia Laduwaska. Okay. She's very good with faces, but her coloring is not as good. Like, if you look at her colors versus her colors, you see how, like, all her colors are, like, super, super bright? That's kind of what I mean by, like, people should work together. Because, like, her coloring isn't as good, but oh my gosh, look at her faces. You see? Everybody is different, okay? Uh-oh. Look at pink lemonade. This could have been pink lemonade or like blondish pink, rose goldish. Oh, what is her name? Oh. Thank you for reminding me. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you know those tattoo artists that tattooing without black lines? You know those tattoo artists that tattoo without black lines? Tattoo needs black. No, it does not. Because look at that flower. No black line. No black lines. No color. Black is actually the easiest color to remove. My red tattoos are actually the hardest colors to remove. Like, look at these hella pretty black. Here, I'll show you guys some of the red tattoos. Nikita Dragons is nice, but there's some really cool ones. I think this might be scarification. I think that was a dick. Alright, anyways. I didn't find it. Give me 1 second. I think Zeronis works for Riot or something, so I don't really like to show people that are already part of the community because sometimes they make shit difficult for you guys. So I like to call on an outside help to be like, you know. Oh yeah, and another thing is a lot of people like the easiest job in the whole entire place. I gotta go in like 2-3 minutes.